Hey folks, Scott Grove here. Gonna do the review on the much anticipated 2007 Ibanez 20th Anniversary Jem, Jem, that's right, the Steve Vai model, the acrylic jobby. Okay, so when I got this one, it was unplayed. Okay, these things went for a bunch of money, many thousands of dollars. Okay, and they're still fetching many thousands of dollars. Are they worth it? It depends on what you figure is worth it. If you want a great axe, yeah, it's worth it. If you want something special, yeah, it's worth it. If you have the money to spend, yeah, it's cool, it's worth it. All guitars are worth it, I think. So I'm going to show you a few different things. This is going to be a rather lengthy video because if you don't know me by yet, or by now, or by whatever, yes, I do reviews on guitars. I don't sit here and shred for you all day. So you get to listen to me talk about 95% of the time. The rest of the time, I'll play something. Okay, number one, know for a fact that even though this is a Steve Vai model guitar or whatever, no, there will be no shredding. There will not even be one Steve Vai lick on this entire video. So if you're looking for one, go away. I'm going to tell you about these things, what they're about, let you listen to them, clean, dirty, different things, and go through a few different aspects of every aspect of the guitar. So there is a actual review of this posted online, which is what I do because everybody loves to shred and do silent videos of the guitars laying in the case. It goes like this, and then it kind of goes like this, nobody's saying anything, then it's over. Either that or somebody's going for 30 minutes, and that's all you get. So you're going to learn about this guitar and everything else that goes with it. Okay, so again, this is a 2007, which, being the 20th anniversary, lets you know that Steve Vai and the Jems came out in 87. Okay, and they're originally made out of my personal favorite wood. Well, not my favorite wood, but because wood makes no difference to me other than wood grain, you know, and it makes zero difference in your tone. So honestly, and I'll get to this in a sec. No, I'll get to it right now. I just did a review on another acrylic guitar that I had custom made for me, and I did the review for it last night, and that's this one. And I did it up with a ash guitar, which with the same pickups and everything, and played them side by side, just to prove to people that whether it's acrylic, whether it's made out of brick or stone or wood or, you know, ash or alder or basswood, none of it makes any difference at all. It just comes down to you and the pickups and blah blah blah. If all that's the same, then whatever the guitar is made out of, whatever the neck is made out of, whatever everything is made out of, makes zero impact on the guitar. So the reason behind Ibanez and Vai and whoever else to change the pickups on these to what they are calling the Trans Jem pickups to compensate for the density of the acrylic on there is just retarded. Okay, I personally do not know Steve Vai. I have some friends that personally do know Steve Vai, so I honestly don't know if he's a bright fellow or not. I've heard both, and I really don't care. But for him to actually fall for something as retarded as pickups making a difference against an acrylic body and actually having to change the pickups because of the density of the acrylic is pretty far-fetched for me, but that is the claim. And to do so is just stupid, okay, because the body material makes no difference. Okay, when you buy these guitars, which this is 2013, so that's been a while ago. What's it been? 6 years. And I'm going right down to the beginning here, kids. That's right, you get them in the Ibanez Prestige box. And when I buy guitars like these that are supposedly unplayed, I expect them to be unplayed and in the box and sealed and everything else, and I get to de-virginize them, which is exactly what happened. And I would expect no less for the kind of money that you dish out for these. Okay, so it is exactly what it's supposed to be. So there's the original box, and that is part of the value, hopefully, if these things do happen to go up in value. Of course, they went down in value 2007. That's right when the whole crash thing happened in the U.S. economy. From wherever you're watching, I'm sure it hit worldwide, but yeah, they took a dump, and I'm glad I got it for the price I did. Right now they're currently going on an average between $4,500 and $5,000 is the average selling price on these used. Okay, mine wasn't used. It's old, but it's new old stock, so it was never actually used. So you do the math. Originally they were like $6,500. Okay, so they've dropped off about $1,500 to $2,000 just because of the economy. Okay, so now let's check out the cool thing here. Another thing you pay big money for. Oh, wow. Hey, am I upside down, or is it just everything else? Oh well, whichever it is. Here's the case that comes with it. Okay, now this is just as impressive as the guitar is. Okay, number one. Am I right side up or upside down? Looks like I am supposedly right side up. Okay, so that is like metal, and has the Ibanez 20th anniversary thing engraved into it, up against a alligator skin, a faux alligator skin, F-A-U-X. Very cool though. But then you have the great roto locks on here, just like on your road cases, as you do the handle. It is spring loaded. Okay, just like on your flight cases. Okay, so a very cool thought, going into that. So you actually have to put the case on the ground, just like any other guitar case. Okay, and you get to undo the latches. Let's see if the zoom actually works on this camera. Yes, it does. Okay, so of course you twist the lock and pull out, and it opens up that way. And then I zoom pan back out. Hey, wow, look how clear that puppy gets. Just as I say so, it goes all to hell. Okay, yes, I'm messing with a new camera, so live with it. Okay, so we have another latch, just like it on the other side. Only two of them. That's all you need with a case that's sturdy. And there she is on the inside. You have another plate right here, which I will just try to zoom in on instead of trying to wrestle the case back up here. Can I find that part of the case? I don't know. So again, deal with me since I'm definitely having troubles. There it is. Okay, like I said, it may not just be from me yakking the whole time, it may actually be from me trying to focus. Okay, there it is. It's my gut that's in the way. Imagine that. Okay, so there is another Ibanez logo that's just like the one on the front of the case. It's in there. It has the 20th anniversary thing, and it's there. You can maybe read it, but right there it is on the accessory cover. Okay, so bring it back out, and great case. Plush is all get out. You have 5 strips of the satin here, plus a what would you call it? A material strap right here, like most cases would have. But on the other side, doing what I said I wouldn't by hauling this around, you actually have a metal latch or a metal hinge type of thing right there. So they're not going to break like most cases will. At least you only have one of those straps. So you open up the thing and you get all your stuff. I got this from a place called Apple Music in Portland, Oregon. And there is my receipt. Here's the original Ibanez hang tag if you need such things for anything. States that the, like I said, I'm going to drive you nuts with this crap. See, the final inspector checked it out on March 15th, 07. And then another inspection was done on March 16th, 07, a day later. So this inspection was done a day after the final inspection. Okay. I just find this stuff humorous and I'll post it on here. See, so here's the one done on the 16th. And of course the dates are weird because of it being a Japan thing. And here it is on the 15th when it says final inspection. So final inspection was done a day after that inspection. And again, remember, there were only 500 of these made worldwide. 200 of them sent to the United States. For anybody who does not know that. Another hang tag with the whatever barcodes you guys want to check out. If this means anything to you. Over in Japan, where they only make the good Ibanez guitars, you get, what do you get? Dear guitar owner, keep it 70 to 75 degrees and 45 to 50% humidity, which right now it's 73 degrees in here and 43% humidity, so we're pretty close. Okay, so you get that in the case. You get your limited warranty. As you can tell, this has been coming with the Jem models for the past 20 years. Here I have, why, I don't know, but that. Let's see, all the stuff in the case you would need to adjust the whole guitar. And there's just more and more and more junk. But finally, of course, the big instruction manual. And if I failed to mention, or if you failed to watch the video I did about a week ago, that this guitar was actually opened up at one time and then sealed right back up, but just opened up long enough for Steve to autograph it. Right there on the back of the headstock, that's him autographing it at the music store. Then they put it back in the case and sealed it back up. So they sent that along with it. And just stuff that tells you about pickup configurations, blah blah blah. You all know what an owner's manual is. So anyway, so there's the box and the case. Like I said, it's going to take me forever to yak because I love to yak. And it's also got, get this back up here where I can actually see things. Really nice looking hinges all up and down this place so you don't spring a bunch of them. And they just keep going and going. But look at the feet, those are nice. If you have a foot fetish, I even got them here on the bottom side of the case, like most cases do. But they are definitely more groovy than typical guitar case feet. So you've got 5 latches on the back, all that extra stuff going on in the case that is just amazing. Okay, so again, back in 1987, when these started coming out, when Steve first got the deal with Ibanez, doing the Jems, they were made forever again out of basswood. Love it, love it, love it. I like it because you can get it really lightweight. My old favorite guitar in the world being, I know it's not about this guitar, but it's kind of related. This guitar here, basswood. All my old favorite Fender James Burton model guitars, they were all basswood, you know, 20, God, how much were those things? $2,000 some each. You know, basswood is not an inferior wood by any means. So this is basswood, but this puppy weighs in at 5 pounds. No, not just the body, the whole guitar. Now that puppy you can wear all day long. And of course I had the jack put in the most brilliant place. And no, Ibanez would not make this for me, but they said they would never do an Iceman on the phone with me that had 3 single coil pickups. So, nor would they do it in stark white ever. Within a couple months later, after this one was finished by someone else, what do you know, they had the Icemans out, the 700s in stark white with the black binding just like mine. Coincidence? No. They just like to rip people off. Do I think they ripped me off? I guarantee they did. And then Paul Gilbert came out with the Fireman, which was the reverse Iceman. Again, 3 single coil pickups. Amazing. Okay, so we're here about the Jem, and instead of how did Scott get ripped off by Ibanez, I've been ripped off by a lot of people, trust me. But then again, a lot of my ideas I actually just send them to people, email them and say, hey, please use them, and a lot of people have. A lot of great products have been put out because of that. Okay, so let's get to the guitar. The typical things are here. First of all, of course, the monkey grip is here. So, there it be. You're like, what does this thing weigh? I'll tell you exactly what it weighs. 14 pounds. Yes, you heard me, 14 pounds. Why does the pickup, or sorry, the pick guard look kind of funky? Because the plastic's still on it. I'm not taking it off. That's why, you know, like this, until you get the light just on it like this, like I'm doing. That's why I'm using such high wattage lights, is to show you the film is still on there. I picked at it just a little bit right here on the edge to kind of show you that that is a nice good clear pick guard underneath there, and I picked back about a 1/4 inch of the plastic over top of the pick guard. So that does have the plastic on the pick guard. On the back, no plastic there, so you can see right through the puppy, right into the back. As you all probably already know, right inside there, you can almost see it, but there is on a wheel 8 green LED lights. Okay, back in 2007, LEDs were just becoming a new thing to work with as far as actual lighting goes and stage lighting. Now almost everything is done. All the backdrops that you'll see, the television screens or the big screens they use in concerts, are all actually just huge panels of LED lights. And they look like a extremely huge arena-sized television. So, and all the lights are all using LED lights, but they weren't perfected in 2007 like they are now. I think they're perfected now, but yet next year they'll be 20 times what they are now as far as just ingenuity and new lights out. So people's main gripes about the LED lights that are built in here, which are, you turn them on just by pulling out on the tone knob. There you go. Lights are up green. There's the lights right there in the back on the wheel. People do mods on these now, and you can put in a lot higher wattage of them and make them as bright as you want. But people's main gripe was that they weren't bright enough back then, which, you know, they may or may not have been. Let's give you a quick look into just normal lighting. Okay, I've got 3 200 watt lights directly above me, and then 4 fluorescent lights over that way up on top. Okay, so there's still tons of lighting in the room. Pull on the thing here and you've got some light. Okay, let's go to pitch black, and you're talking some serious illumination here. But people were always griping that the lights just weren't quite bright enough in these things for their personal taste. I find that it's amazing. That's quite a bit of light. It really is. So to think that you're not going to see this on a stage is just ridiculous. But yeah, you're going to see that puppy. Bring all the lights back up, including these buggers. And can you see it now? Probably not. Shut her down. There you go. Okay, so that was people's main gripe, as those weren't bright enough. You can replace those in a matter of about 2 minutes and double the wattage of those. People are doing mods on them now, and they're doing different clicks through them and changing colors back there, going from reds to greens to whites, to putting chase modes on them and having them go everywhere. And then you can put ultra high wattage bulbs in there. It eats your battery up, but they LED lights, even the highest wattage ones, don't take up much power. So if you want to do the mod, you can. But if you want to keep them perfect and worth tons of money, then you keep it just like it is. Okay? So what you have here is this acrylic. It was actually made by a company who made, it's in Japan, company who makes ultra famous and ultra high grade fish tanks. And that's where they went to get this particular grade of acrylic. So very cool. And with the swirls being done in yellow, green, and pink, they are done in 3 layers. Okay, on the front and the back they are actually about 1/4 inch deep into it, and then there are the layers in the dead center. Let's see if we can show these to you. So here's the side of the guitar. I'll turn it a little bit sideways. You can see right there, about 1/4 inch in, you'll see the first bit of the swirls, and they're all done. It's like they poured the acrylic about 1/4 inch, then did the swirl jobs. You all know, you can see the swirl jobs, how they're done right here on YouTube. Everybody makes those swirly paint jobs now. Everybody knows how to do it. And you'll see it again here on the back side. Of course, you see it really good like this, but from the side view you'll see it 1/4 inch in. Okay, then you see them directly in the middle too. Turn it sideways and you start to see the designs, and it's very 3D looking, of course, when you look into it. Let's go to the other side. Unfortunately, we're mainly looking at yellows over here, but still, it looks pretty cool here. You can actually see it this way. So you can see the 3 different dimensions. I'll do this sideways, and 1/4 inch in, 1/4 inch in, dead center. So as they're pouring it and it gets ready to settle, they pour the colors in, let them float to the top, let them dry a bit so it's not quite solid, and then finish pouring until they're almost done. Put in another layer. You can see how it's built up. So it's definitely just 3 layers. Okay, there's nothing much to tell you about, except for it has the bolt-on prestige neck, not no wizard neck. It's a 5-piece. Okay, maple neck, rosewood fingerboard. Okay, here's your prestige neck. The typical Floyd Rose type of clamps here to hold it on. There's the Vai signature that I showed you from the picture. Here's the back of the headstock. Anything you want there, go ahead and check it out. That's what it's here for. The Goto tuning keys. The buttons on them are made out of the same acrylic, which is a nice touch. And they are 3D also. They poured them the same way, just on a smaller scale, of course, but very cool. They took a lot of time with these guitars. Okay, so there's again where Steve signed it, and he got a little sloppy because look, on my particular guitar, so I'll always know where it's at, an extra Sharpie line right there between the B and G tuner. For some reason, I don't know why, it's not right, it's right next to the tuner or something. He just like tested it or something, went like this. I said, okay, I'll write it now. But anyway, there it is. Now let me tell you right away that I am in no way a Steve Vai nut or fan, or I've never played one of his songs ever. I've never bought a single record with him on it. I don't even own a Frank Zappa record with him on it. I don't care. I watch him on YouTube every now and then, and the guy is phenomenal. You know, I'm not going to take anything away from him because you can't. For somebody who does what he does, of course he does it, you know, as good as anybody can ever do it. Nobody, I'm sure somebody can come along at some point and do it better, but they'll never actually be better at being Steve Vai than he is, because he is Mr. Showman. He'll crank up, hell, you've seen him, he's just a poser that can back it up. I mean, he loves to do his poses and get that hair going and get the swaying, and I know it looks gay on me, but you know, when you're on stage, you know, gay looks fine. And not that there's anything wrong with being gay, according to some people. Okay, yeah, send me your cards and letters. But just to let you know, I got the guitar because I wanted the guitar, not for Steve in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Because I am a guy who just likes the sound of a Strat. Okay? I just hate the looks of a Strat. You know, they're boring to look at, just covered in a big chunk of plastic. And so most of my guitars are Strat oriented as far as what I take out and play, because I am a country, I mean old country player. So what am I doing with this guitar? Just thought it was cool, had to have it. That's it, period. Okay? So I bought it while the prices were down a bit, and hopefully it'll go up at some point. And then I'll either keep it or I'll sell it. But I needed one guitar around here for recording that had a great whammy bar on it. Okay, of course, nothing stays in tune like apparently two different whammies now. So I've always been a Floyd Rose guy when it came to whammies, because nothing else holds in tune. Okay, this here has the Edge Pro whammy system on it. And why this is here, I will never know. Okay, you've got the cutouts like Steve's always had, you know, back here on all of his Jem models, for like the Floyd Rose parts that, you know, would stick way back here. But these aren't built like that, so why still have these under here? There's no reason for them. Nothing even comes close to it. So I guess they didn't want to change up the CNC machine and have it, you know, cost extra money to just make that flat. There's no reason, especially for the shapes of them, but they just kept the same old route there. So even though nothing sticks in there, that design is still there. Okay, so there's your Edge whammy, and it stays in perfect tune, as do the Floyds, of course. Again, here's these pickups, what they call them, the trans, I don't know what most of the stuff, the trans Jem pickups, not transgender, trans Jem pickups, which they voiced differently to make the acrylic sound better, which is moronic. So whatever. Again, it makes no difference. Okay, now what is cool and what has always been for many years with Ibanez is the switching system. Of course, you have just a master volume, master tone. I'll bring this down a little bit. Again, the guitar weighs 14 pounds. Okay, so in position 1, you have the humbucker. Okay, every position here is completely quiet. Okay, everything is hum canceling. So that's what it is. So even in the middle, that puppy there is still humbucking. Okay, even though it looks like a single coil, still it is humbucking, in that there is another coil below it to shut it the hell up. Okay, so position 1, you have the humbucker back here, which I have actually lowered into the guitar. You'll see right there. I have the other ones higher and the bridge one lower. The further away from the strings, the less magnetic drag you'll have from your pickups, and the better they will sound, and the longer they will sustain. It's just fact. It's just how long it takes some people to realize these facts. So if you ever wonder why your guitar sounds out of tune all the time, first check and see if your pickups are right there underneath your strings. If so, back them off. If you're not getting as much sustain as you want, back them off. Always go to your pickups first. That's generally 99 times out of 100 what's wrong is your pickups are too dang close to your strings. Get them back. you know, you have a volume knob on your amp, use it. Don't just crank your pickups up closer and think that's going to help. That hurts. Okay, so stop it. Position 2 actually splits this pickup and activates the pink coil here, your pink bobbin, and then your middle pickup here, and it's in silent mode or humbucking mode. Okay. If it were me, I would actually have the green one on and the green one on too when it came up here to split them and have them together, and then it would sound more like a Strat, but that is not the design of this guitar. It is not here to sound like a Strat, so it in no way sounds like one. It is meant to have the closest bobbins as close as they can to each other, so it always sounds like a big humbucker somewhere across the guitar. Why didn't you go ahead and put a third humbucker in the middle then? I don't know. Some people have problems playing with pickups in the middle. That problem is way beyond me. I don't know how anybody could have that problem, but pick between them. Okay, so you have the pink and the green together in humbucking mode there. So it's completely quiet. Go to the middle, and you have just the middle pickup on in humbucking mode. It's a stacked pickup, people, so yes, it's quiet. It's got the other coil underneath it. So all humbuckers are not two bobbins side by side. It's never been that way. There's always been pickups that have been humbucking that look like single coils. Position 4, yes, the green again and the pink again. Okay, so they're right almost next to each other again in humbucking mode. And of course your final position is just the other humbucker here on the neck. Okay, your 24 fret rosewood fingerboard. I'm not a fan of rosewood fingerboards. They get dirty too easily. But you have the combination of abalone and the mother of pearl inlays. Okay, you'll see mother of pearl here, abalone here. It's very easy to see mother of pearl, abalone. The abalone stuff, if you ever can't tell the difference, is the stuff that looks like different shell colors. The mother of pearl looks like a pearl colored. It's pretty much the easiest way to remember it. Okay, the other thing, 24 frets, fret 21, 22, 23, and 24, the last 4 frets are, and I'm going to have to probably use this zoom here that I have no idea how to use. And let's check it out. See if that will allow me to let you check it out. I'm trying to get it. Trust me, I am. There, you can see it. They're scalloped. So there's fret 20, which is not. Here's fret 21, scalloped, 22, 23, and fret number 24, scalloped. See, that's that cutaway. Okay? You see the double dots for the 24th fret and the 1 dot for the 21st fret. Okay, some people ask me, what does the scalloping do? Well, I have it right here to show you. Do I love scalloped fingerboards? I actually do. I love it when the entire fingerboard is scalloped, or the fretboard, whichever you care to call it. People are getting on me because I call it a fingerboard, or a fretboard, or a fingerboard, I'm sorry, when it's got frets on it. It's like, it's always a fingerboard, but once you put frets on it, I guess it does become a fretboard. But whatever, folks. It just allows you to get underneath. Here you can see it. It's just carved, looks like a bunch of waves. It allows you to get your fingers underneath those strings really easy and grab and bend those things where normally you might have a hard time doing it. Let's get on the high E side of it. So you can put your finger there and you get under that string. So you can really get a hold of it and not go, oops, oops, oops. Sorry that it's so close that it's almost hard to see what I'm doing. But yeah, you can get underneath there and really go to town. What I used to do when I had some of my old, here you go, while we're here, abalone, the shiny stuff, mother of pearl, abalone, mother of pearl, and then see mother of pearl, then the shiny stuff like that, abalone, there it is, mother of pearl, abalone. Learn the difference. Okay, when I used to use my all scalloped necks, or fingerboards I should say, they never scallop the neck unless it's all one piece. But most people can't play them in tune because they push down too dang hard. But I was able to actually push down so far into them that I could take like a D chord, push down with my ring finger on the B string and change that D note on a D chord, push down on it only while I was playing the chord, and that note would push down so far that it would go from a D to an E. So I could actually change and manipulate all the notes in the chord without using B benders or G benders like we do in country music. And I could push down the A and it would go up to a B while not pushing down on the other ones but playing the whole chord. So you play the chord, push down on your G string, and you could raise it a whole step. Same with your high E string, which you only want to raise a half step, you know, for this particular chord. But it was great stuff. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, hopefully you'll ask about it and learn more about it later. But the scalloped frets here on the high end are very cool. It would have actually been cool to have them start like up around the 15th fret, but this is not my signature model. Okay, let's get through a couple other things and we'll plug her in. I'm going to read from the sheet I have here and make sure what I'm missing here. Yeah, the 5-piece Prestige neck. Count all 5 pieces, can you? Those little 2 tiny lines are slightly different wood. Yes, that's true. The frets are these, they are what they are. They are 6105 high thin frets. So that is what that is. Again, the Trans Jem pickups, which they changed for whatever reason. Let's see, what else is on here of any actual interest? Dun, da, da, da. Of course, he went on to from the basswood from so long to, what was it, probably alder. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, alder. Long after. So about 15 years into the thing, he went to the alder for whatever reason. Somebody probably just talked him into doing it. Let's see, anything else special here? Oh yeah, here's the crap about the stupid pickups. It says the density of the Trans Jem body is greater than that of traditional wood guitars. To work best with the construction, DiMarzio, who the pickups are made by actually, designed the Trans Jem pickups to have greater transient response than standard humbuckers. And the neck and bridge pickups each have individual coils tuned to different frequencies. This combination produces a sound that is both powerful and open. Whatever. The middle pickup design is based on the DiMarzio Virtual Vintage Heavy Blues 2, which means that's what it is, but it's painted green. The design works well with the dense Trans Jem body and balances very well when in split mode with the neck and bridge pickups. All 5 Trans Jem switch positions are hum canceling. Whatever. So anyway, the fact that it's made out of acrylic don't mean jack squat. Okay, it sounds like any piece of wood that's out there. Okay, let's plug up the guitar. Quick again. I know you almost had it. Here's where you put the 9-volt battery for the light. Again, just pull up on the tone knob. Push pull. They could use a better knob to do that with. Either that or just pull the knob off of there a little bit and be able to grab under there. But it is so against the flipping pickguard. You can't even get your fingers under there to pick it. You actually have to grab it and hope you're not sweaty enough to turn it on and off. What else was it I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, of course the battery here. The 3 springs here, you can get right in there real easy, change everything, blah blah blah. Bolt on neck, which I've always been a fan of. If you break a neck, put another one on it. God, I hate set necks and through necks and all that stuff. I say that now, and actually today I spent a buttload of money on a new Fender, another Telecaster. Like I need one of those, and it has only 2 pickups, like I hate. But it's the Merle Haggard Tough Dog signature model. Why'd I get it? Just because I could. Just always wanted one, so now I'm going to get it, say, hey, I got one, then I'm going to say, hey, I got one for sale. But the Whammy works amazing. You can get to it right here. I mean, it's open. You can get right there and do whatever the heck you need to do. It works like nobody's business, every bit as good as a Floyd. Stays in perfect, did I mention perfect tune? No matter how much abuse you give it, as long as you actually know how to set up a simple double locking tremolo. Quit being afraid of these. For all you people out there, nice chrome logo too, which I may or may not have showed you, I don't know, but there you go. Pretty, huh? So quit being afraid of Floyd Rose or any tremolo. They're very, or vibrato, that's not actually vibrato, it's a whammy bar. These are meant for dive bombing and elephant screams and all that fun stuff. The other last thing I want to show you, I promise, until next time, is the fact that the output jack, yes, it's an output jack, it is not an input jack. It comes out of your guitar, goes into whatever pedals you're using. It is not an input jack, it's an output. But the fact that it is at an angle and comes up to do what I'm getting ready to show you, which is to hide it underneath your guitar cord or your wireless cord. Okay, cord goes up through your strap like it should, and then can I find the hole? But yeah, it just goes up like that, and it's tucked pretty neatly away. A little more of an angle would have been cool. I actually have some guitars around here that I had that were made much cooler, and like I said, I love to talk, so I will talk because it's my channel and it's my prerogative. That's why people are like, why do you talk so damn much? Because I can. So when you start getting into another great custom guitar I had made with 5 pickups on it, yes, 5 actual pickups, 2 humbuckers, 3 single coils, all via on and off switches. Anyway, the output jack is right here on the back. Right there. See that? It's not in your way anywhere. It's just right there on the back. Get it out of the way so people can't see that mess. Okay? Beautiful thing. A lot of companies need going over and have their guitars redesigned a little bit. Having your guitar sticking out the bottom like on a Les Paul or a Telecaster is just not groovy anymore. You step on them, you pull them straight out of your guitar. It's not cool to have your guitar unplugged right in the middle of a song. So, somebody was asking me the other day, what do I use on stage actually for my picks? Because for so many years, at least 20 years, I used what pretty much the whole world uses if you have a brain at all, which are the 73mm Dunlop Tortex picks. They sound great, yes. Pickups. Picks have a sound to them, and these sound great. Your picks can make as much difference in the sound of your guitar as the pickups themselves. Yes, they are that important. And another great pick are these Cactus Picks. You see those big pricks on there? Well, those big pricks actually stick into your fingers, but these are the heavy, which I prefer in this particular material, but they actually stick into you. Let's see if I can push against them and then show you the end of my thumb. Just made a whole bunch of that in there, so it's not letting go. I mean, you hold on to this, you're not going to drop it when you sweat. And then what do I actually use on stage? I had to go up to a 1.14mm in order to get the same density as the 73mm Dunlop picks, but that was because of the hole punched in the middle of the star picks. So these are what I actually use on stage, are the purple star picks, and that gauge of the 1.14mm actually turns out to be just a little heavier than the 73s, so probably about an 80mm by the time you throw that hole in the middle. Other people have known apparently about the hole punch way before me, but since they actually put the star shape in there, it gives you a little extra something so it won't spin in your hand either. Granted that, yeah, your fingers touch each other with a regular hole punch, and some people solved that a long time ago, but by adding the multiple star shape deals here, it keeps it from rotating in your hand, and you don't drop this either when you're playing, especially those really fast things. Okay, so again, remember that I do not play any Steve Vai stuff. I don't play any metal stuff. I couldn't tell you how to play an arpeggio. I have no idea about string skipping or butterfly picking or any of that junk. It's just I am a country guy, and this is said with 100% fact that, and of course this is like duh, how far am I into this? 45 minutes, okay, and I haven't played a guitar yet. And that's fine. I told you it was going to be this way. Everybody else is going to write, go to the 50-minute mark, I'll actually play there. Anyway, so with that in mind, me being the country guy and Steve Vai being Steve Vai, I could never ever, and I would never ever try to walk on stage and play his kind of music. I have no business being there. I don't understand it. I enjoy it immensely when I go to watch it on YouTube and watch him play, and I just don't get it. I don't understand where he comes from. But I love it. It's just amazing stuff, but I don't want to play that kind of music. And by the same token, Steve Vai could never come to my gig and play and survive. I would fall flat on my face at one of his gigs. He would fall flat on his face at one of mine. Thing is, at my gigs, being country, you gotta let the steel player, the fiddle player, the banjo player, the dobro player, everybody else be playing stuff, and you have to sometimes shut the hell up for 2/3 of the song. And I guarantee Steve Vai cannot not play for 2/3 of a song. It's just not in his DNA. Plus, I'm sure he has no idea how to just sit there and go. He just has no business doing that, and why would he want to go? It's just not his thing. So, are either one of us sucky? No, it's just we do not play each other's styles. So be it. Okay? So, bear with me in the fact that no, I don't play heavy metal music. I don't play fast. I don't play none of that stuff. So, anyway, let me come over here and grab my contour. Okay, so here's the guitar, clean. Okay, I'm using a Johnson Millennium JM 150 modeling amplifier, the first modeling amplifier ever made. It has two 12AX7 tubes in the preamp. The rest of the preamp and all of the effects that are in it, in the modeling amp, are strictly digital, and the power amp section is solid state. I am a tube amplifier hater. Okay, so I come from that school. I've had all the Marshalls and Sound Cities and High Watts, twin reverbs, deluxes, and I thought they were something until I got that. Then I sold them all, and I will not play another amp in the world. So I've got like 5 of these amps. Okay, so let's go to strictly clean as I can get this puppy. Fender twin reverb sound. Okay, bridge position. Okay, plain chords. Second position, so you have the pink and the green on. So it's got some mid-range honk in there, which is meant to sound good in shred music. Okay, so it's not going to quack like a Strat at all. It's not meant for that, so why would it? Middle position, humbucker, looks like a single coil. See, it's got that top end, high end, quacky, or brittle and mid-rangey thing, but nothing smooth. Position 4, again, green and pink. And position 5, green and pink here. But it's always got that bite. Never is it smooth. So it would not do at all in country, it would not do at all in jazz and so forth, because it is just a bitey guitar. Does it have anything to do with the body being made of this? No, not at all. Again, go see my review on my other acrylic to know that, which is my, oh, the beautiful axe up there, I love that thing. The Groovy guitar-ed caster. Love that guitar. But go check that one out so you can see what acrylic can really sound like. So that is the voicing of these pickups, not the voicing of the body of the guitar. This is what Steve wants in the sound of his pickups. So he gets them. So in all clean positions, they are bitey, and he will do whatever he does with his massive, you know, effects stuff to change the tones where he wants them. He probably actually uses a tone knob. I'm a 10 on everything. Put it on 10 and let it ride. Okay, so that's where I come from. Give me 2 seconds to go plug this little mess in. Okay, we should be good there and have power for days. Okay, so you again play with the tone. It goes from 0 to 10, actually by numbers on 0 to 5. 0, it's on 5. So it doesn't do much after the 5, so not real impressed with the tone control. But then again, I didn't design this for me. So I guess if he wants to put it down to 5, but there's no getting rid of that mid-range honk. It's just there. Okay, so maybe he actually uses his volume knob. I don't know. I know he does it when he's doing his, you know, doing like the stuff, when he's actually trying to do it here. There's the volume knob down to half. It actually works from 0 to 10 very well. Down to 7. 3. But it still has that honk. It must just be the sound that he digs. Okay, so there's everything clean. To show you clean in a normal 2 position to something you guys are familiar with. Okay, so it does have some some bite. I'm going to pull the contour of my amp down just a little bit. Okay, so it's very, very bitey. And no, it's not just the way I have the amp set, it's just in the guitar, so know that. Okay, so let's put in what it is meant for. And again, like I said, I'm not a shredder, so I'll just turn on some distortion, play a couple licks, and so be it. Let's go to the neck pickup, because this is a cool Soldano emulation here. Go to the bridge pickup. Okay, got some good stuff there. Bridge pickup with regular distortion. tune. So again, let's go to, I don't know, the whole wah thing. I know Steve likes to do the wah thing, so let's check it out. Bridge pickup, maybe it'll pick up those harmonics. Okay, so as you could tell, I am not a shredder by any means. Regular blues type of sounds. So it sounds good everywhere. And again, my favorite sound is that soldano type sound. Damn pickup I'm on. Okay, so there's basically just the run through on it. Again, it lights up. It does that, and it has everything that makes it a heavy metal player or hard rock soloist's guitar. It's voiced for that. So there you go, kids. That's all I'm going to do with it. And yes, it's been an hour of, like I said, me yakking for 50 minutes and then gooble gobbing and trying to play just a couple of sounds for you. But more than anything, I'm just here to tell you about what the guitar is supposed to be about and to show you that I have no business being in Steve Vai business. Come see me for some country stuff. I'll show you how to play. But then such a cool guitar, you just can't pass it up if you actually see one. If you hold one, you might want to pass it up. Again, 14 whole pounds. So once again, I'm Scott Grove. The 20th anniversary Steve Vai Acrylic Jem guitar. Very cool, and all the fun stuff that came with it when it was new, and again autographed, which was cool. They tell me it's cool to have his name there, so I guess it is. So just hope you enjoyed just taking a look at it more than you did my really bad attempts at playing tonight. Just don't have it in me. Other nights I do, tonight I just don't. But I still wanted to get the guitar on film for you so you could at least learn about it and watch other people that know how to play that stuff play it and do it justice. So you come to me to get the specs, go to somebody else to listen to it and play it right. Okay? You guys take care. Hope you enjoyed actually truly checking out the guitar though. Okay? Talk to you soon. And here's the buy button. Bye.